Our players really came out again with great energy and defensive intensity, and I just thought that really was the key to the basketball game. I really was expecting a much tougher matchup tonight because I really have a lot of respect for Samford, and I've seen what they've done and what their coach has done with their program. He's done a great job. So I think that's really a tribute to our own players here. They took the opponent seriously and came out and did a great job at the beginning, at the outset of the game.
Did your game philosophy change at all after Keisha picked up the 2 quick fouls?
Well, you know, what we tried to do in the situation was get her used to playing with 2. So we spotted her in the first half and put her in for 2-3 minutes and try to, you hate to have a black and white philosophy that says every time a kid's got through 2, she has to play the rest of the half. Some players, when they have 2, you can't let them play the half because they can't play with 2. Some players, you want to be able to play with 2, and play with 3, and play with 4. So players have to learn how to play with 2 and 3 and 4. Players have to learn how to not pick up silly fouls, and that's really, really important. But that's what we were trying to do in the first half, is to spot her and just try to get her to learn how to play with fouls.
Keisha, how much does your game change after 2 quick fouls, if at all?
You try not to let it change. Coach tell me, I still have to defend, the same way, but just try to keep it clean a little bit more. But I try not to let it change.
And talk about this group collectively. What do you like about it so far, through practice and a couple of games in it? And where do you see improvement still to come?
I really like this group. I really like the young players. I think all of them have a lot of potential. As you can see, they can all score. It's just the little stuff I think that we all have to improve on, but them especially defensively. And I think we can play together a little bit better. But I think we're going to be really good this season. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people.
The freshmen so far are obviously they're performing quite well, but to you, are they kind of fitting in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think always with a new team that takes time. Yeah. So we're probably not where we want to be in the end result. But I think they're really talented. I think they're all really stepping up, have a lot of potential, and they work hard.
Doug, are the freshmen ahead of schedule? Yeah.
It's hard to say because the key with freshmen is they go up and then they go down. They have a good game and then they have a lousy day of practice. So that's why you have to take your time with freshmen and not get too far ahead with any freshman at all. They really can be very, very good. I like them a lot. I really like Shanice and Brittany, and those two both are really. I mean, they're both going to play very, very important minutes for us this year. They're both going to. I think you're going to see a lot of them together. It's not a situation where there's just one's going to play for the other one. Right now, we're bringing Britt off the bench right now because I know we're going to get an injection of scoring from her off the bench. That's really what we're trying to do. But those two are going to have to play together. They will play together, and I think they really are very talented guards. And Megan in her own right has done a good job as well. She's done some nice things as well. So all 3 of the freshmen that we have available to us right now in the backcourt have done a good job. Kareem is still a work in progress, and we want to get Alexa Gallagher healthy. I mean, Alexa Gallagher is a very talented player, and we're missing her greatly. We're missing Taylor Pikes greatly. We're missing Taylor's rebounding greatly because Taylor just is our best rebounder. So we're missing 2 of our key people here. But back to the original question, I'm very excited about the freshmen and the blend of the freshmen and sophomores. I thought Anna did a good job here in the first half too of defensively creating. I was talking about us taking away the back cuts, but she got some passing lanes and was able to get us out and get us going. Break the game open with some of our we scored off of our defense in the first half.
You talked about wanting to create a more consistent balance for the inside-outside on offense. Do you feel like it improved tonight?
A little bit. I don't know that we're still even close to where we have to be regarding the concept of establishing an inside-outside balance. I mean, we really have. I don't want to say I think we have the people that can really score inside, but we're not really consistent yet inside. We're going to have to grow that. It's important. Our next opponent, San Diego State, is a very, very talented basketball team. They've got great athletes, and they get after you 94 feet all over the floor. So it's going to be a tough test when we go out to Hawaii on Friday and play San Diego State.
Talk about what it means to win the Maggie Dixon, the championship, and then also having 3 all-tournament players.
Well, Maggie coached here for 5 years, and our offices are dedicated to Maggie, and she has a great legacy in the sport of women's basketball. There are 3 Maggie Dixon tournaments. The Maggie Dixon tournament in New York, which we're going to be competing in a few weeks when we play against Tennessee on December 11th. The Maggie Dixon Classic here in Chicago, where she spent 5 years as a coach. The Maggie Dixon Classic at San Diego, University of San Diego, where she was a player. So there's 3, one on the East Coast, one on the Midwest, and one on the West Coast. And so I just think when we're playing this, every day the players walk into our offices are dedicated to Maggie. We never want our team and our players to forget what the contribution Maggie made on our program and the contribution Maggie made in women's basketball, in the big picture of women's basketball, as such a young coach.